I just read a story online like a couple minutes ago about this Cameroonian lady in Maryland who okay, that's how I'm gonna miss, who herself, like finish herself over a guy that she brought from back home, Cameroon. She brought the guy here, and the guy ended up like betraying her and dating another lady. Yeah, when I hear stories like this, it just like it rip my heart like into pieces. When I see young ladies, okay, hard-working young ladies, I don't know nothing about this, but from like the stories, yeah, I know if you like out of the country, okay, hard, you work so hard, okay, like people don't get rest, okay, we be here, we don't get rest, okay, it's like from one thing to another, you're doing this, you're doing that just to make ends meet. It's not easy, okay. Then get it to a point that you have to work so hard to bring somebody here and the person betrays you like that. When I hear stories like this, it makes me want to talk about like my story, just to encourage other people, just to encourage our young generation. Like, it's not worth it. It's not worth it, okay? I tell people sometimes, like, I can get any man that I want to, okay? I can get any man that I want to. And I can turn the ones down that I want to. I'm not saying this for like any like bragging or anything. But I'm just saying, like, let me use myself for an example, okay? Sometimes it's not good for us to take matters into our hands, okay? Depression is real. It's real, okay? If you've been on my channel, you've been following me for a while, I always talk about like my situation. I was married for like a couple years, okay, with kids. Then my husband, my ex-husband, let me put that way, betrayed me. Yeah, was that easy? No. It was a very difficult situation. Very difficult, okay? And if you like out of the country, you don't have like nobody around, you don't have a family, nobody, you by yourself, okay? Then my mom came here, and within that same period, she had cancer. So it was like I was basically like struggling, okay? After that, she went through like chemo and all that stuff. It came like with a lot of complications, and her heart functioning was like 15%. So it's been like a rough road. I've had situations that I could like just easily give up on life, but no, I'm not gonna give up on life because of a man. I'm saying this and I'm gonna say this over and over. I don't care how many times that I get betrayed when it comes to love. I'm not gonna seal my heart, okay? I'm still gonna like just keep living life, because just imagine like she just finished herself right now. Do you know the number of people that were relying on her? You know, if you like here, you got family back home. I can't do that over a man when I got people that I have to take care of. When I got people that are looking up to me. When I got people that I'm like their support system. I can't do that. I can't do that. Have I gone to a point where I hit rock bottom? Yes. I'm not gonna stay there. I'm not. I've had times when during like my struggles, I said to myself like, look, this is you. Okay? You are your own person. I'm not living life for this man. I have my own life to live. I'm not going to conquer myself because somebody betrayed me. No, life has to go on. The only person that has the right to like take my life, okay, is God Almighty. Me, I cannot use my own hand to conquer my own life only because of a man. I've said this over and over. I don't know how many times like I have to say this to us as women. Yeah, it's not worth it, okay? Let me tell you this. If somebody betrays your trust, okay, if you've done everything that you could do, like when it comes to like relationship, marriage, or whatever, I know no human being is perfect. I always say this. But if you've done like the best that you can when it comes to like relationship, make sure you treat this person right. You do the best that you can. If something like that happens, keep your cool, okay? Look for time, go through like that healing, and keep your cool. Put everything in the hands of God. Even during like the most difficult times of my life, okay, I've had times that I will say a prayer and I'll be like, God, open this man's eyes. Open his eyes so he can see the truth. And sometimes we want karma to like just hit, like when somebody does us wrong, we just want karma to just hit like right away. But I'm gonna tell you, like, I didn't want to share this, but this story, like, I read this story online and it ripped my heart into pieces. Like, sometimes karma takes a long time, okay? I don't pray like when somebody does wrong to me, I don't pray for karma to hit you. I try to like make my heart as peaceful as possible while living on this earth. Okay. A couple weeks ago, was it last week? I don't know. I can't remember. I try not to think about it. A couple weeks ago, I got the most, for the first time after how many years of divorce, okay, I had a call and my ex-husband was asking for forgiveness. I don't know if that was coming from like a genuine place. I got all kind of praises like, you the best woman, you the best mother, you the best, you the this, you the that, you the that. At the same time, I don't know if that is really coming from a place of like genuineness, or it's just coming from a place where, because your other marriage did not work out, so you asking for my forgiveness. I got to think like, okay, what if the marriage, okay, the second marriage, what if he was still with this person? What if the marriage was like successful? Do you think he would have turned back to ask for forgiveness? I keep thinking about that. But at the same time, who am I? Who am I to walk around and carry like this heavy burden in my heart over somebody for like something that they did wrong to you? I have got my own mistakes. I got my own sins. And God Almighty has forgiven me. Who am I to like carry somebody in my heart? Who am I to carry that heavy burden of hatred in my heart for somebody? In as much as the person has asked for forgiveness, okay, sometimes they're not going to ask you for forgiveness. When they do you wrong, they're not going to ask for forgiveness at that same point because they don't see it. Until where they are going, the journey that they're going to, okay, when they get to that destination and end up finding back that there's no turning back, that's when they realize that they don't messed up. So I don't know if the forgiveness was coming from a place of like genuineness or just, because the other one wasn't successful. But I'm just saying, like, nothing in this life, you see, at this point in my life, nothing is worth fighting over. Nothing is worth fighting over. If you see the amount of people that are dying every day, you know that this life, just live it as peaceful as possible. If somebody does you wrong, somebody hurts you, yeah, put everything in the hands of God. Tell yourself like, God, take the wheel. God, you take control. I have no power of my own. Okay? Pray for your healings and move on. I don't really know like how heavy it was for this lady that she decided to like just end it. Life is going to go on for the other person, okay? Even though they might get their karma and like, you don't know how soon the karma is going to be. You don't know years from now. But you don't, like, do you know the amount of people that your family, your parents, your brothers, your sisters, the amount of love that they carry for you, the little help that you are giving to them, do you know what that means? When people depends on us, okay, if you have people that depends on you, be it like our parents, our siblings, our kids, whatever, be careful on like the drastic decisions that you take, no matter how difficult it is. Just hang in there, hold on. Ask God to take the wheel. I feel so sorry. When I said this story ripped my heart, like, I read this story and I just had to talk about this. Let's just, yeah, nothing is worth it in this life anymore. Just be careful. Okay? Just be careful. I feel so sad for her entire family. It is really sad. Yeah.